All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. It is time for your new Monday night favorite. Rip from the headlines. Hey, everybody. Zanette Page, I McDonald, LaFrance, Rochelle, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I see you, Rochelle. Everybody, you know what? Child, listen, y'all. It's a lot going on with Tyesse right now because um I had some ice cream earlier, right? I had some butter pecan ice cream from Basket and Robbins, right? And I had it was a double scoop. I had butter pecan ice cream, and then I had um like the cherry, like whatever they have, some cherry, okay? Very, very cherry. And baby, and then for dinner, I had, oh my God, some fish and chips from Hudson Grill. And child in my stomach. I knew better, but it was so everything was so good, but I was eating it. But baby, listen, the way my stomach is set up right now, I listen. God is faithful. All right, wait a minute. Mm, y'all, my stomach is doing the cat daddy and the stinky leg. Uh-huh. Ice cream doesn't bother me, but now I threw some fish and chips on. Stop, James. I'm not lactose intolerant, but I done threw some fish on top of that baby fish and chips. I cannot. It's a recipe for disaster. But so far so good. I did take a Tums and it's working. Okay. Um oh thank you. I just got this like maybe a week ago. Um yeah, this is it's not exactly purple, it's more violet, but it's still in the purple family, right? Yeah, Crystal, let me tell you something, baby. Y'all don't be mixing all this stuff together. Black people will have spaghetti for lunch, and then we'll have like collard greens, and then we'll have some peach cobbler a la mode. Y'all know how we black people we mix all kind of stuff together throughout the day. But yeah, enough of my culinary chronicles in Atlanta, y'all. Uh, stop. Okay. And no, I did not make that spaghetti. I've been making since Saturday. But it's so good to see we're already at 200 and we are 6 minutes in. That is a good thing. But if you can, everybody, I'm going to do it separately tonight. If you can you please hit the like button, everybody collectively, whether you are visiting or whether you're an old friend, bushwashers. Yeah. Thank you, Callie. Everybody together collectively, we can get over 200. I know we can. Yeah, come on, y'all. We need 100 likes to get started here. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, Crystal Marie. Oh, okay. You already know. You already know. She had a Caesar salad and ice cream. Is that gate closed? Yes, it is closed. Let me see. 30 minutes. It's closed 30 minutes. You got to be at 30 minutes. And then we'll put a contingency plan in place. The gate is closed. We got everything going. We're waiting for 25 more likes, just as a start, y'all. We got a fabulous show tonight. We got a lot going on. I need to bring this down already, so because I got some things to do. Okay. Yeah. Ty, you should have told me I was in Midtown. Oh, cool. We could have met somewhere. I ate some collard greens and had coffee and donuts the next morning. So y'all already knowing. You already know your stomach kind of is just doing bloop bloops. Your stomach is. Wait, don't do that to the eye McDonald's. I get that. So everybody know when your stomach is doing bloop bloops. Okay. Oh, this is not that type of show. Um, Stephanie told me to pass a message along to you guys. She hit me up about 30 minutes ago, and she said that do not send any more cash apps. You guys crash the cash app crash. Okay, so she's gonna have to set up a business account. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's gonna have to set up a business account, and she'll be able to do that. But Some of the cash apps, like a whole two screens full, did not go through because yeah. And so everybody, be sure to if we have loved ones, we have Tie Squad members and whatnot. Just yeah, love on us. Let's be there for each other when we can and whatnot. And I've had their meatball hoagie. I've had their meatball hoagie, but I don't like it with tomato sauce. So I just have mine plain. Yeah, I don't like marinara sauce that much. So I always just tell them to leave the marinara sauce off. Yeah, that meatball hoagie from Fire Pit is good. It is. All right. Okay, everybody. We got Miss D. We just waiting for. Did we get to 100 likes yet, y'all? Did we get to 100 likes yet? Cash App has been acting up. Has it? Oh my God, no. What do you mean, Miss Adrian? Everything's been going through for me today. Okay, we got 104 likes. Let's just keep it going though. Let's not stop. Okay, who's been having Cash App problems? We need to know who's been having Cash App problems. Okay, how do you prepare your spaghetti and you don't like marinara sauce? Oh, I use spaghetti sauce. Yeah, you can use marinara sauce in your spaghetti, but I just use regular spaghetti sauce. Because marinara sauce has a sweeter almost connotation to it. To me, marinara sauce, I can taste the difference. You can use spaghetti sauce, ragu, prego, or whatever, right? All right. Okay. Someone I know that has a ministry had the same problem this week. Oh no, okay. So let me explain something to you guys. Okay, so if you do not have a business account, if you get a big influx of cash apps, it will shut the cash app down because they want you to switch over to business. There's nothing wrong with Cash App. There's nothing wrong with your Cash App. It is not designed to take that many cash apps from a private or regular person, y'all. Okay. So let me just clarify because I know sometimes you guys don't know. So if you get a lot of cash apps at one time, it will shut the cash app down because it is coming in like it's a business. Okay. So nothing's wrong with Cash App. Please be sure to give. Let's grade that out tonight. There's nothing wrong with Cash App. I have a business Cash App. Okay. All right. Nothing wrong with Cash App. I have a business Cash App. I can receive unlimited cash apps. All right, y'all. Enough with the small talk. I think it's time to rock and roll. We're about at close to 300. Let's keep the momentum going. Yeah, we talked a little small talk enough, y'all. Let's keep the momentum going. See what we got here. We got breaking news to begin the broadcast with tonight. Well, why don't we jump right into that breaking news? Okay, let's get right into that. Okay. ABC News is reporting, ABC 7 News Los Angeles is reporting that flight capacity to be reduced to by 10% at 40 major airports. This is what the FAA is reporting, and this is right ahead of the holidays due to staff shortages and a whole bunch of other factors. Flight capacity to be reduced by 10%. So that means a lot of flights will not be operating because they just don't have enough air traffic controllers. There's not enough staff at the major airports to handle. Yeah, and this is right at the peak time where everybody is going home for Christmas and people are going to be traveling. So this is not the time, y'all. I'm trying to get my lips, make sure my lips are right. Okay, because I'm vain about these lips. Okay, I think they're good to go. All right. So yes, this is breaking news. Just I would say about 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, we're getting the news that flight capacity unless there's some major change. And even if the government opens back up, it takes a while for things to get back to normal. Yeah, it takes a while for things to get back to normal. So if you're traveling, just make sure you check with your airlines and make sure everything is on the up and up, y'all. Okay. So they have no other choice because they don't have enough people to work, and so yeah, it's going to affect your flights and your flight times. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ramona, Bees, Crystal, everybody, thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate it. It is time for 3 stories you must know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the ticker down temporarily. Ain't that crazy, Bees? And people got things to do and places to go. But these are 3 stories I need you to know about, Top Squad. If you don't know nothing else, I need you to know about these stories. Okay. And let's go to them right now. Welcome to Rip from the Headlines. All news, no spin. Okay. Let's start. Where am I starting? I'm going to start with the feeding. This is something you need to know about. Jamal Bryant, thousands, and when I say thousands, thousands lined up to receive free food at Pastor Jamal Bryant's church as SNAP funding cuts off. Thanks to our friends over at Black Enterprise for this great write-up on, as they call him, Jamal Luther King now. And so I gave you the news about Kojic. Kojic had a similar giveaway. And so, yeah, Kojic did a really wonderful job in Memphis last week. And now Jamal Bryant has helped continuously help people in Atlanta. And we have another major announcement out of Atlanta as well. Continue to hit the thumbs up button, everybody. If you can, I would appreciate it. Hold on, I got to answer a text. Oh, Lord, as soon as I go live, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, got it. All right. Okay. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad too. Okay. And so you need to know about this. Monica, R&B Grammy award-winning songstress Monica, and her very handsome husband will be feeding Atlanta. And so this is going to be on November 26th. It's going to be the day before Thanksgiving. And this will be in concert with V103, a local radio station here in Atlanta. So please be sure to go by. And if you know somebody that needs to get, food or whatever, or a hot meal or whatever they need, Monica and her husband, Ant, will be doing some great work here in Atlanta. And that is going to be on the day before Thanksgiving at the Municipal Court of Atlanta. And that's going to be from 1 to 4 p.m. Be sure to go by and support. Y'all support everything else. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, I think when celebrities do this, y'all, it is such a great thing to me when celebrities, show that they are people and, they're just like us and they want to help out. I think it's a great thing. What do you guys think about this? Jamal Bryant, Monica, how many people say, yeah, this is what we need more of? We need more celebrities using their celebrity for more than just a record or album or a concert. And so I'm not sure where, because I'm new to Atlanta. I'm not sure where the Municipal Court of Atlanta is located. I'll look it up and get all the information, but I'm sure that it will be a great space for people to go and get the assistance that they need, right? All right. I'm just responding to a text. Why is everybody wanting to text the arch? Everybody want to text the arch. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Monica. Monica, we love you, baby. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love this too, you guys. I love this. 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Feeding Atlanta. Welcomes you to Feeding Atlanta. Okay, 10 minutes. Cool. All right. So these are 3 things I want you to know. That's a one story, but it's one story, but 2 different situations, right? And so this story right here is very troubling. You remember the lady I'm gonna just call her the lady that shot a jockey Owens through the front door in her Florida house. Um, well, from her house, she shot the young woman that was on her porch. She came over to find out what was going on with her son and his iPad, and she was shot through the door. Tried to use stand your ground, that didn't work, and yeah, subsequently was sentenced to prison time. And now she is upset and says she wants to sue the deceased victims' children for defamation. You heard me correctly. Yes, you heard the official Tyesse report correctly. Hold on one second. I think we have notes on this. So we want to make sure we got this right. There it is right there. Okay. I know we got the okay. According to the recently filed court records in a handwritten letter dated September 2nd, 2025, Lawrence, her name is Lawrence, by the way, her last name is Lawrence, is threatening to countersue Owens' estate and family, including the mother of Owens and 3 of her minor children, for slander, libel, and defamation of character for alleged false statements. In her letter, she claims Owens and her children were trespassing on her property despite no trespassing signs. One of the children lied in a deposition about she's saying that she threw a roller skate at him. The children had engaged in ding dong ditch, knocking on her door, then running away. She therefore expresses a desire to countersue for damages exceeding $50,000. So this woman is what you, if you look up Karen in the dictionary, yeah, in Florida, I mean, yeah, Florida's stand your ground law is disproportionately used when it's coming to, a situation with African Americans, right? Right. So, ma'am, you're fixing your mouth to sue these babies after you done unalive their mama? Yeah, there's a special place in the abyss of hell. Yeah, she was really like, if you watch that documentary, continue to hit the like button, everybody. Thank you so much. If you watch that documentary on Netflix, The Perfect Neighbor, you realize this woman should have been in jail a long time ago. This probably would have never happened. She was miserable. She was miserable. And she wanted everybody else to be miserable. And so now she's trying to sue this woman's kids. These are 3 stories I think every Ty Squad member should know about. You should be able to tell your coworkers, your neighbors about these 3 stories I'm bringing to you tonight, okay? They're going to need episodes. Yeah, they may need to do a part 2 to this, nephew. Okay, we're still basking off of the high from last night, right? We're still basking off of the high from last night. And so there is a lot of history that has been made. I think I can put my ticker back up. There is a lot of history that has been made, and I want to highlight one of them, the new mayor of Detroit, right there in the Merlot colored suit. And so she is the first female mayor. We don't have to say black because there ain't been nobody before her. So she is the first black female mayor of Detroit. And her name is Mary Sheffield. Okay. But listen, there's been a lot to celebrate today, y'all. Over in Albany, New York, we have first black mayor of Albany. We have first black mayor of Syracuse, Sharon Owens. We have Crystal Watson, first black female mayor, of Kansas City, Kansas. We have John Ewing Jr., the first black mayor of Omaha, Nebraska. Connie Also Brook, first black mayor of Conyers, Georgia, right off the highway from me. Yeah, it keeps going. Jaden Williams, the youngest mayor, right down the highway from me, and Stockbridge, Georgia, right? Jaden Williams is the youngest mayor in Stockbridge, Georgia. Moses Rodriguez, the first black mayor of Brockton, Massachusetts. It's not too far from Boston. Josh Brown, the first black mayor of Bay Minette, Alabama. Bay Minette, Alabama. last night was so historic, y'all. We can't even really wrap our minds around it. But we want to highlight our girl, Mary Sheffield, because she is the first female mayor of Detroit in 324 years. Yes, you heard me right. That is actually sad. 324 years. Yeah, all right. Baby, listen, they've been trying everything they can to do us all dirty and do us any kind of way, but we just rise like phoenixes every time. So black girl magic, black boy magic is gonna keep doing this thing, y'all. Hey Tim Bree, hey everybody, CC. Okay, Eric says Connie is his mayor. Okay, so you over there in Conyers, Georgia. Okay, good. So I thought it was a typo. I said, well, maybe it's 24 years. Or maybe they made a mistake and it's 32 years. Child, they said 324 years. I didn't even know Detroit was that old. Wait a minute. Let me just go back and double check, y'all. Because that may have been a typo. It can't be 324 years, right? All right. First black mayor of Detroit, 324 years. Female. No, not mayor. First female. First black female, not mayor, because we already had Coleman Young, I believe. Okay. Let me just double check this. Detroit makes history electing the first black woman mayor in 324 years. I saw that in the root. That is correct. That is crazy. Hey, Pringle. Hey, Shawnee B. Yeah. Hey, everybody, Clifton. That is bananas, y'all. Okay. That includes the three stories that you should know about. That includes the lady in Florida. We also have news from Monica and Jamal Bryant concerning the snap. And, of course, our electoral victories yesterday on Election Day. All right. It is time for... What is it time for? It is time for the Black Hollywood Report. That's what it's time for. All right. Let me get my notes. Put it up. Okay, no. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, hold on, y'all. I always have my notes ready, but I want to make sure. Right. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get to it. We got it. Okay. Okay, let's get to it. We're talking about Grammy Award winner Patti LaBelle, two-time Grammy Award winner Patti LaBelle. This is the Black Hollywood Report. Patti has entered a partnership with Primary Wave Music for her artist royalties recording catalog. The deal specifically covers her artist royalties across her entire recording catalog: 18 studio albums, 3 live albums, 14 compilation albums, and 47 singles. Hits include Lady Marmalade, If Only You Knew, New Attitude, and On My Own. Patti, listen, all of the stars are doing. I'm talking about, I done seen some huge names do it, baby. Go ahead and sell all that. Yeah, get it all together, honey, and get your money, because you're a certain age now. Secure your legacy for your grandkids, baby. I get it, Patti. Do what you got to do about it. Financial terms of the deal have not publicly disclosed. This is a part of a broader trend of legacy artists monetizing catalogs and royalty streams. Sell all that shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop. Who birthday is it, baby? Who birthday is it? Sorry, late. I'm celebrating my birthday. Okay. Everybody, when you come in, don't leave with birthdays. When we already in the show. If you can't catch us in the beginning, please, we love you. We want you to celebrate. Okay. All right. But do not, when we're already in the middle of a show, it's kind of, it's distracting, y'all. Okay. So please, if you don't catch us in the beginning, let us know at the end of the show that it's your birthday. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the show and say happy birthday, and we're gonna celebrate your birthday. Okay. Everybody say happy birthday to Centrail. Say happy birthday. Because it stops the continuity of my show. If you're late, that's the policy. If you're late, tell us at the end, okay? All right. Patty, go and get all that money, honey. Close all that stuff out, baby. Close it all out, Patty. Let it go. Happy birthday, Centennial. Happy birthday. And many, many more. I have no idea, nephew. That's the gag. I have no idea. I have no idea. I promise you I don't. Thank you, Anthony Lester, for $11.06. All right. All right. Happy birthday. Patty, sell all that shit. He won. You know, I'm trying not to cuss, you know. Patty, sell all that shit, honey, girl. Girl. I try not to cuss as much because, you know, I got a different audience now. Yeah. No worries. Send your happy birthday, baby, and many more. Okay. I won't do it again. Well, you can't do it again because your birthday is not until next year. I just got done with dialysis. Good. Congratulations. You can't do it. You can't do it again because your birthday is until next November. Okay. Patty, sell all that shit. Patty, look, girl. Sell it all, Patty. What you laughing at someone? Leave me alone. Stop. All right. Y'all tell Patty in the chat. Don't spell it the traditional way. Tell Patty in the chat. Sell all that SHAT. Don't put the other word. Tell Patty to sell all that SHAT. I don't blame you, Patty. Girl, how old is Patty now? 96? Girl, please. All right. Oh, you know I love Patty now. Y'all know everything must go. Patricia Louise. Sell it, Patty. She already got her peach cobblers and pies and bread pudding and stuff and cupcakes. All right. We love you, Patty. Really, we love you. If only you knew. Okay. Sell your sugar, honey, iced tea. I like that. What's happening with my girl? Patty's selling, you know, she's doing what a lot of artists do now. They allow their music and stuff to be acquired and they get a nice, big, nice, juicy envelope, you know, and the royalties and their publishing. I'm sure Patty's wrote a couple of songs and produced on a couple of albums. So, you know, she can do her thing. Yeah. So we love you, Patty. All right. Yeah, that's what's going on, Crystal. She's, you know, right sizing for the future. Yeah, Patty said all that shit, you know, okay? Okay, y'all. The Ebony Power 100 took place the other day. I believe that was on Saturday over in Beverly Hills. And they were not honored, but they reunited on the red carpet. I mean, the heavens must have been just lined up, the moon, all of that, Neptune. The ladies of Girlfriends met up on the red carpet, everybody. Golden Brooks, Persia White, Tracy Ellis Ross, y'all. Oh my God. And so I loved this show, right? I love this show. Again, they were not honored with anything. They were just there celebrating the Ebony Power 100, which I love as well, where they celebrate 100 people that are influential in the African-American community. Girlfriends was my show, right? And can we talk about that, Janai? How everybody looks the same, and this show been off the air over 20 years, and they all can play their original parts right now, and wouldn't nobody know the difference? That's a lot of black girl magic on Kiwan. Yeah, and Tracy Ellis Ross, of course, she's always going to stand out because she's Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah. So I just felt that this was really one of those moments where you're probably not going to see it often. There was some issues like during the last few seasons, but everybody's moved on. Everybody's it always happens with every show. But everybody's healed and moved on and on their grown woman stuff, y'all. Yeah. All right. This is the Black Hollywood Report removing. All right. I told the Patreons about this last night. I'm bringing it to you guys tonight. And that is what we found out, the bombshell that we found out. I discussed this in Patreon last night. We found out from the lawyer, the Braxton family lawyer, that none of the sisters released the address to the attorney. Okay, so they found out Tamar's address, according to the family attorney, through a male relative. And there are only two males, the father and the brother, Michael Sr. and Michael Jr. And so evidently, it was Michael Jr., in my opinion, that did it. Okay, because not a lot of people know where Tamar stay here in Atlanta, right? Okay, so first of all, we don't know why this attorney is on a YouTube show dishing all this tea like this, right? We don't know. Okay. However, so Tamar was going to whoop Tony. Well, Tony was going to whoop her too. Pulled Trina's wig, kicked her, read Tawanda down to the ground, talked about her children, and girl, none of these women did anything to you like that. So, it is what it is, Ty Squad. It's horrible. But hey, I know what she said too. Her and Nene live in the same building, I heard. That's what I heard. Her and Nene in the same building. And then she done moved. So you pull your sister's hair, kicked her in the leg, was gonna slap Tony in the mouth. Then you wanted to whoop on Tawanda, and then Tamar said Tamar was gonna have to apologize. Larry, let me tell you something. Tamar is on a rampage. She's on like a rampage right now. I'm serious, guys. This woman's like she's on a rampage. Bipolar. I don't want to, we don't want to diagnose her, Jerry. We don't want to diagnose her. She is draining, starry-eyed Marjorie. We don't want to diagnose her. I think Larry. I think Tony would have put some paws on Tamar. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what I believe. I believe Tony would have put them paws on her because Tony may be short. She's a little piece of leather, but she's well put together. For those coming in, this is the Black Hollywood Report. Yeah, that's what it is, y'all. I promise you that's what it is. Okay. Listen, we'll see what happens, you guys. We'll see what happens. All right. Remember, if it's news, we're going to get it to you. It's all news, no spin. Again, the ladies' girlfriends looked amazing on the black carpet or the red carpet over at the Ebony Power 100. Patti LaBelle is securing her children, and her grandchildren, and making sure everything's in order. So she won't be having a lot of scandal when she passes away, financial scandal. Okay? All right. All right, what time is it now, baby? What time is it now? It's time for what? What time is it now? It's time for, the talk of the net. Let's get to that, y'all. It is time for the talk of the net. That's time for the talk of the net. And I did not label these videos. Oh, Tyesse, now you got to try to figure, that's what you didn't do. You was eating that dang on fish. I didn't label the videos. Okay. I'm gonna work it. Okay, so do y'all see this person right here? Y'all see that person right there? Do you think that's a real person? Do you think it's a real person? You think it's AI? Let me see what y'all think. We don't. You know what? I'm Aretha is my girl, and we handle her with very carefully, Crystal. We handle Crystal. Crystal, we handle Aretha very gingerly here. Somebody get Crystal a packet on how we handle Aretha here. Somebody get her a packet. Get Crystal a packet. Okay, so y'all, this is bananas, right? And all based on skin and light. Okay, y'all think it's AI. And you know what? Listen, let's watch the story. This is crazy. It's low-key scary. Yeah, let's listen.
How Was I Supposed to Know has landed Zanaya Monet on 5 Billboard charts, including a radio airplay chart. Billboard believes that's an AI first. Were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, I was totally surprised, and then a lot of people started reaching out.
But Nikki, they thought Zanaya was a real person.
Zanaya is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing. So she's not a real, in that sense, she's not a real person. Mm-hmm. What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut through all of that?
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I just feel like AI is the new era that we're in. And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument, utilize it.
Am I missing something? And girl, your poker face is no joke. Wait. Man, and she sit up there laughing and girl, you can't sing. Well, that is not girl. Okay, y'all, I don't know. We gotta really have some type of symposium. This gotta stop, y'all. This is crazy. And people sitting up here listening and thinking it's a real person. I cannot. You know what? The woman is even on the charts. The picture is scary now that you know. The picture even is scary now, y'all. It really is. Steady in with TV and hey, Ross. If she wins the Grammy, I'm done. What in the Milli Vanilli do we have going on here, Clifford? I agree with her. What you mean you agree with her? Coach Carol, you agree with her what? She can't sing. Girl, that is not you. Mm-hmm. Milli Vanilli 2025 style. Some of y'all may not even remember Milli Vanilli. Did they have to get Gail to interview her? Because Gail irks my spirit too. She irks my spirit too, no shame. AI is you're going to have all kind of singers and rappers and all kind of people. We don't know what's next, y'all, with this AI. We really don't. They're already trying to, get the actors to become AI. It's the future we are not ready for. Real artists need to start making AI avatars of themselves and releasing music. I like that. That is a good idea, Larry. That is a good idea. But the way people snickling and laughing and smiling. Okay, this is the talk of the net right now, y'all. But let's give this woman, let's give her some grace. Let's allow this to play out. Let's see where this goes. But if this woman wins a Grammy or some type of Billboard Music Awards, y'all, then people need to march in the streets. Enough is enough. You got people, real singers around here that have never won a Grammy. Angela Winbush, you know what I'm saying? Angela Bofield, Melba Moore, never won a Grammy. Mickey Howard. Well, let me find me a new job or learn how to make some AI movies. I think AI is where it's gonna be at, y'all, for us. AI is where it's gonna be for us right now. We all gotta get into this damn AI. What's next? They're gonna start doing porn, AI porn on OnlyFans. Well, they already do that. Yeah, I forgot that already. Scrap that. They already got that going. All right. Let's go to our second talk of the net item, y'all. This is from TikTok. That was from Instagram. Was that from Instagram? I can't remember, girl. Don't worry about it. This next one is from TikTok, though. All right. Let's get it. I think you're gonna like this video. I think you're gonna like it. It was sent to me, and I said, "Yeah, I see why a lot of people are talking about it." He just put it up, and I spoke to Overseer Word earlier in New Orleans about it.
Stop sitting in homophobic and transphobic churches. Leave the table that starves you. You don't owe loyalty to a pew that starves your humanity. You don't owe loyalty to a pulpit that harms your dignity. If the sermon needs your shame, that's not the Spirit, that's control. If the pastor has to bash you to save you, that's not holy, that's evil. Period. God didn't call you to shrink so somebody else could feel holy. Any love that requires you to be invisible or not equal, that isn't love, that's a leash. And I refuse to praise God at an altar that doesn't bless my whole life, my faith, my body, my pronouns, or my relationship and my purpose. Because the Spirit is not confined to the closet or the closets they build for us, nor the closets they hide in. Those aren't safe houses. Those aren't safe churches or safe spaces. Those are places that are hazing you and harming you. You have to find a place that heals you but doesn't humiliate you. Worship that restores you. Worship that isn't harmful but holy. So pack up your peace and protect your sanity and go where your whole self can breathe. If it isn't love, and if love is not on the menu, don't eat at the table. For more on soul work, go to ocallen.com.
It don't get no better than that. I mean, that's just the God's truth. And so many people right now need to hear that, especially with the debacle with Keith McQueen. Okay, with the debacle with Keith McQueen. I'm picking up my if it don't feel right, if something is off. Thank you, Callie, for $11.05. I could preach this thing right quick, but this ain't that type of show. We'll be here live tomorrow night for Church World News. So I could preach this thing right now, y'all, but I'm not trying to do all that right now. You know, I said I'm going to release Keith, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to release Keith. Okay. Baby, listen. Okay, hold on one second. I ain't got no money. Baby. Okay, hold on. Here we go. All right. I'm picking up my bobby pins. Oh wow, never saw him before. Releasing is a process. For me, this place is my home. What place is your home, Crystal? Let me tell y'all something. Everybody's going to be okay. Everybody that's affected by Keith McQueen, you will be okay. And it's going to be all right. I believe that in my spirit. We have some more segments to get to. We have to move on. I have to move on with my life. Okay. It is time for Black Media Matters. It really does. It's time for Black Media Matters. Let me pull up my notes on this, Ty Squad. It is time, but let me just tell them, baby, listen, I'm live right now, baby. Y'all gotta hit me back another time. So I can't have these side conversations. Call your social worker. Okay, let's get this together. Okay. If you're enjoying tonight's show, make sure to put some red or black hearts in the chat. Red or black hearts in the chat. Okay, so we got some information here from Teen Vogue. There's going to be a merger and there are going to be layoffs. Okay, Condé Nast announced that Teen Vogue is being merged into Vogue.com, which includes major restructuring and staff reductions. Okay, Black editors and political coverage teams are reportedly impacted. Former Teen Vogue editor-in-chief Elaine Walter Roth, who is Black, reflected that this isn't just a business decision, but a cultural loss, given the publication's role in elevating young, diverse voices. Teen Vogue has been a key outlet for younger and more diverse media voices, including Black creatives, everybody. Listen, it's just a lot is going on right now. The downsizing, you got DEI on top of that. Everybody's not making a lot of money like they were. And who are the first people to feel this? Black people, always. Yeah, Black people. Hey, Overseer Wayne. Yeah. All right. So we have to keep an eye on this, y'all. That's why I'm so glad that, despite some of the things that happened, I'm glad that Essence was able to stay afloat. Essence Magazine was able to stay afloat because I hated that, Ebony and Jet went out the way it did, because it really could have still been going. I understand that hard copies of magazines are not as popular as they were in the 80s and 90s, but I would have liked for Ebony and Jet to stick around a little bit longer than it did. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this, y'all. As I said, Black creatives, Black voices at these publications are always going to suffer the most, right? Yeah. All right. We have some more news to report here. We got Paramount Global and Skydance Media. Okay. Recent coverage and internal reports indicate that in the merger of Skydance Media with Paramount Global and by extension CBS News under that umbrella, there is a plan to eliminate DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and install an ombudsman to monitor bias in the news division. Wait, so get rid of DEI and just put somebody over there. Put somebody over there to just keep an eye out for racism and okay. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we gotta really, really keep an eye, y'all. We gotta really keep an eye out because some of this stuff be sliding under the radar, and we be looking at all this other stuff that's going on, and they be just doing stuff behind the scenes. If I was talking about this right now, half y'all wouldn't even know what the hell was going on, what they doing over there at Teen Vogue and over here at CBS Paramount Global. They said they're gonna put somebody by the door just to keep an eye out for racism, y'all. Yeah. They're gonna put a person over there by the door, and he'll let y'all know if there's any racism going on. Okay. Let me go back. Okay, so this is relevant for Black media professionals and Black-led outlets. It signals shifting corporate commitment to representation and diversity in media, staffing, and culture. Yeah, this is crazy. It's crazy. And I don't know why. It's like they all were waiting. I don't know if you see it this way, Bees. It's like everybody was waiting for permission. And 47 and Project 25 literally gave them permission to do what they're doing. It's like they already had everything ready to go. But as many people say, this has been in the works for 20, 30 years, y'all. This is not something but it's like they were ready. Some of these networks, corporations, they were ready. As soon as they got the green light, honey, they were ready to roll. What does the qualification standards look like? Well, listen, Ben, it's a lot going on, baby. This is call Paramount Global, Ben. Okay, let me say this. We need to explore how elimination of DEI initiatives might impact Black journalists or content creators working for legacy outlets. Does this present a risk to Black media representation, especially in newsrooms? It's a lot. Black media does matter. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm just seeing, is there any more corporations right now? As I know, I think Discovery, which is HBO Max, we got to keep an eye on them. It's a lot going on right now, y'all. They're really feeling themselves right now. So we'll keep an eye on all this stuff. That's why Black media matters. All right. Mother, they were ready. 47. Yeah, they were all ready to go. What time is it? It is time for oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I think we're done. I think it's time for It's time for Rip from the Headlines. Let's jump right into it then. Okay. All right. Cue the music, honey. It's time. Okay. Let's rock and roll, everybody. Some of these stories are a little rough tonight, everybody, but hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Some of them are a little rough. So just hang in with me. Y'all done heard worse. Y'all'll be all right. Okay, all right. Y'all done heard worse. We're gonna start out tonight with a case out of Dallas. And this was a lot going on. The flower shop is called Flowers by Coley. Flowers by Coley, and we want to look at this video. Please note that you mind your triggers if you experience any type of racism. Mind your triggers. But there was an incident at Flowers by Coley over in Dallas. Let's take a look.
It's not here. Hit cancel. You have nothing to pick up.
I went to pick up flowers. I shouldn't be required to be an activist, but I need a video to post for today. So I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't feel like everybody who works there is like this. She says, "Are you here to pick up?" I say, "Yes, ma'am." I show her my phone. She didn't ask like, "What's your name? What's the name on the order?" So I just quickly pull up the order on my phone and show her my phone. Looks over it for a minute, and then she's like, "We don't have your order. The order's not here." Apparently she thinks that I'm a delivery driver. And immediately I'm like, "No, I ordered on your website." And she's talking over me this entire time. This conversation is like over 10 minutes. Her just talking over me, telling me the same thing. Me just simply asking her like, "What do I do next?" She's like, no, cancel the order. Give me your app. She's like reaching for my phone. I'm like, no. Eventually this other lady walks in and she's like immediately like 5% more helpful.
And you can't give me a refund or anything?
I'm not the one that ordered you, okay? My corporate ordered you. You hit cancel, Uber or whatever figures it out for you.
I ordered through your website. I didn't order through the app.
You ordered from us directly.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the name on the order? Because you just showed me Flowers by Coley for the Protea. Those are not here.
It's Brian. I told you whenever you first came in.
He finally asked me what's the name on my order after 8 minutes of just pestering me about like it's not here. Like I'm like, you didn't even look it up.
It's not here. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't have it.
Okay, but you said you can't give me a refund, so that's
you're gonna have to call.
And so I tell her the name on the order is Brian, and she's like, "Okay, well, there's nothing here for you." Like, I'm just like, why did you just ask the name of the order? Moral of the story, I don't really know the moral of the story. Bitch, you're fucked.
Oh, okay. So I can update you right now, Tyesse. She has been fired. Flowers by Coley has released a statement that she has been fired. And let's be honest, this is racism. She would not have done that to a white man. She would not have done that to a white woman. This was textbook racism. He just came in to pick up an order, to go through all of these like background checks on an order. He's giving you the information. He's letting you know what needs to be, what needs to be known. And so we deal with this every day as Black people, And so a lot of people are asking, should we boycott? What should we do? Well, it's a small business. It's not really a big business. I think her being fired is enough. And, she was going to have to explain when she goes to look for employment what happened at her previous job. And sometimes these are lessons for people like, let's just call her Karen. These are lessons for them. So maybe next time, if she gets another job, she would go somewhere and sit her ass down somewhere. We all experience this. We all experience this at least once or twice in our lives, and people are leaving reviews. People are letting it Google reviews. People letting it be known. Yeah. I believe the managers already know who their workers are. A lot of times they do. And they always look rolled. Yeah, I always know they say look like Trailer Park, Harper Valley, PTA, trailer trash. Yeah, that's true, Crystal. Mind you, if you ordered online, the flowers were already paid for. Well, see, the thing is that if you're coming in a Black person, there has to be some sort of deception going on. You're here to pick up somebody else's order. You're trying to get some free flowers, So you don't have the benefit of just coming in and, you know, having a customer service experience. He's got them really, really bold right now, but it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be all right. Because sometimes you always gotta, you know, let them know, you know, where you stand. Sometimes you gotta let them know where you stand, because I don't know who you talking to, lady. Harper Valley PTA trailer park trash. Yeah, sometimes you just have to let them know. Okay, that is our coming in. I think that was coming in at number 5 tonight, you guys. Coming in at number 5. All right. And coming in at number 4. I'm not shocked by this. Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked, some of the reality shows of yesterday, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I'm not shocked about Jason Lee. Ever since he was elected to the city council or whatever he's over there doing in Stockton, California, it has been nothing but mayhem and hell, y'all. He got elected. He wanted to become a city council member over in Stockton. He got elected. I don't know how, but he got elected, and now it has been nothing but pure bedlam over there in City Hall. Okay. And so, Mayor Christina Fugazi, the news that we have tonight is Mayor Christina Fugazi is going to start an ad hoc committee to investigate Jason. Well, listen, Jason is problematic in the entertainment world. So I don't know who thought that he was going to go to politics and it was going to be smooth sailing. Oh, no. And he was going to turn into Frederick damn Douglass. No. Okay. So this is CBS News reporting. Ahead of Stockton City Council meeting on Tuesday evening, Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi held a press conference over concerns about, Vice Mayor Jason Lee. Unbelievable that somebody went into a voting booth. Excuse me, I said city council member. Somebody went into a voting booth and checked X by his name and vice mayor. Okay. All right. So she had a press conference over concerns about Vice Mayor Jason Lee. Mayor Fugazi said she's starting an impartial ad hoc committee to gather facts and examine evidence to hold Vice Mayor Lee accountable. Recent events and escalating rhetoric have made it necessary to reaffirm a simple truth. Stockton's government must operate with integrity, transparency, and respect for the law, Mayor Fugazi said. I have worked in good faith for months to maintain professionalism and cooperation within the council, despite repeated provocations and public attacks from the vice mayor. Yeah, okay. So Jason, they're going to start a committee maybe to investigate you. I anticipate you'll be out of there very soon, okay? Some kind of way, there was a $50,000, some money that was used for wilding out, 50K. Now some more tea coming up, girl. I predict you'll be out of there within a year, all right? How many people live in Stockton? Stockton is about maybe 150 to 200,000 people. And I'm being very, very overly generous. Stockton is not really a big city. I have family that lives there. My cousin Rosemary lives there. It's a city that's going through some growth and some changes. Yeah, they're gonna heave your ass up out of there. Jason, I don't know how did y'all know this man? Did you know what we know over here on the internet streets, on the YouTube streets? Evidently, y'all didn't know who the hell he was. This is the same man that threw a whole drink in Hazel E's face. Threw a whole cup of lemonade in Hazel E's face, all up in her nose and down her mouth. Yeah, okay. Let's keep an eye on this side squad, because I really believe that eventually they're going to try to recall or hold a vote to get rid of his ass. I really believe it. That was number 4? That was coming in at number 4. Okay, let's get to number 5. Okay. 5, 4, and then let's get to number 3. Excuse me. Let's get to number 3. This story is very disturbing. It is very disturbing. And I have decided that I'm going to use my other channel. I'm going to devote my whole channel to this, my second channel, you guys. I've already made the decision. I just got to get a date together when I'm going to start launching these videos. Yeah, enough is enough. I've decided to devote my whole second channel to this. Yeah. Okay. Let me get our next story together here. Okay, so a 31-year-old man, Christopher Brian Whitley, has been charged with first-degree unaliving in the unaliving of Ariel Lowe. According to authorities, Whitley had a prior conviction in Texas in 2019 for assault causing bodily injury to a family member. Now, the reason why these stories are always a month behind is because Black women do not get the same care and concern. Black family members have to, push and push and push. Then it makes the news locally. And then the bloggers and everybody gets to hear about it. So we'll let you know, sometimes it's a month behind, sometimes it's 2 months behind. And it's not until there's a pushback or answers that are needed that these stories hit the mainstream media. Okay. Okay. And I got this from Law and Crime. If you don't know about Law and Crime, check out their YouTube channel. Okay. According to authorities, allegedly on September 10th, 2025, he strangled Lowe in her apartment in Durham, North Carolina. The death certificate lists approximate time of strangulation at 5:30 a.m. It gets worse. We do need trigger warnings in the chat. We need trigger warnings in the chat for all of our viewers tonight. Yeah. Okay. It gets worse. After her death, after her unaliving, Whitney reportedly used. I'm late, but Detroit is only 322 years old, so it's older than the United States of America, which is 230. I don't know about Detroit. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Thank you so much, Shamika. All right. All right. Okay. After he unalived the young woman, he reportedly used FaceTime, the FaceTime video calling feature, to call several of his friends, showing them Lowe's body and confessing to the unaliving. He unalived his girlfriend, then switched to FaceTime and says she's laying on the floor, one friend told dispatchers. The first 911 call that came at 10:22 a.m. when one of Whitley's friends called police. My friend just called me. He unalived his girlfriend. Police located Whitley's phone via his service provider and tracked him to Lowe's apartment. He barricaded himself inside. He barricaded himself inside, armed with a gun, initiating a standoff. Eventually, he surrendered after speaking with family members. Responding officers found Lowe's body at the apartment. Paramedics declared her unalive at 2:30 p.m. Okay. He is being held right now without bond in the Durham County Detention Facility over in North Carolina. Multiple women, this is the update you need to hear. Multiple women on social media have come forward alleging abusive behavior by Whitley after meeting him via various dating apps. Okay. Unalived her, put her on FaceTime, let everybody see it, Now we got women saying, the thing about these dating apps, y'all, you really don't know who you're meeting and who you're getting in contact with. The man don't look well. He got them crazy eyes. So you just don't know. So ladies, gay men, all of y'all, please be careful because, it's some weirdos out here. I kid you not. It's some weirdos out here. This is in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, a whole nut job, Crystal. That's what he is. And so he's about to go to prison and have plenty of opportunity to sit down and think. No worries, Shamika. No worries. Thank you for the input. Can we do a like check? Can we do a whole like check right now, y'all? What are the likes looking like? Talk to me. Let's do a like check. What are the likes looking like? People need to be careful on these apps. They do, Prophetess A, because it's a lot of weird people, a lot of deranged people. Yeah. What are our likes looking like? 239. Like, can we do better? Can we get 100 more likes, y'all? And then we'll stop. Okay. That was story number. Okay, that was 5, 4, 3. Okay, so now we're gonna go to story number 2. Now we're gonna go to story number 2. That was story number 3. Okay. Let's pray for the family and let's hope for justice. Let's hope for justice. All right, y'all. We got to go over to Detroit. We got to go to Detroit. Is Detroit in the house tonight? Is Detroit in the house? Any Detroit members in the house tonight? We got to go over to Detroit. Another story that we need to ask for, trigger warnings. Is, some of the stories and things featured tonight may be triggering for sensitive viewers. All right. Okay. Okay, we got a few people in Detroit over here. Okay. This is the Huron Valley Correctional Facility. This is for women. Okay. According to multiple news outlets, a former corrections officer at Women's Huron Valley Correctional Facility, and I'm going to try to pronounce this, Yesplanti. Okay. I guess that's Yesplanti. Okay. It sounds like that. That's the way it looks. That's the way it looks. Just outside Detroit, has been charged with actual misconduct involving inmates. Okay. The officer, Joshua Lee, 22 years old from Wyandotte, okay, is accused of having multiple sexual acts, including alleged penetration with female inmates on duty. I cannot find a picture of him, but he is 22 years old. But I couldn't find a picture of the guy. Okay. He has been charged with 4 counts of second-degree criminal actual conduct. Each count is a felony, up to 15 years, and according to reporting under Michigan law. Yeah. It's Ypsilanti. Child, I would have never caught that one. Ypsilanti. Oh, hell no. I wouldn't have got that. Ypsilanti. Yeah, baby. Y'all, that would have been way on dot. Oh my God. Way on dot. Okay. Y'all, okay. That's pretty common in female prisons. Although it's common, it still should not be, looked at as like, oh, it's an everyday occurrence. It can be common, but it shouldn't be looked at like, oh, this happens a lot. No, oh yeah, we don't want to look at it like that. Okay. All right. A lot of things are common. Like unaliving people are common, but we don't ever want to get to the point where we say, oh yeah, that's very common. All right. Okay. The Office of Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel noted that while Michigan law already criminalizes sexual contact by correction staff, right, with inmates, the statute does not clearly address penetration in those circumstances, which means the charges are filed under second degree, okay, CSC, despite alleged penetration. That's odd. That's crazy. Okay, wow. The fact that this happened in the state's only women prison facility raises heightened concerns about abuse of power and vulnerability of incarcerated persons. Attorney General Nessel emphasized that everyone deserves protection from sexual abuse in correctional settings. She also pointed out potential gaps in the statute since the law doesn't apply explicitly differentiate penetration by staff from mere contact. There's a push to update Michigan's law so first or third degree criminal actual conduct statutes include actual penetration by staff to reflect seriousness and ensure appropriate penalties, right? All right. They put a monster. Yeah, like, sir. And these are the women that we know about. Sometimes it be women you ain't never, that never came forward, got released, and moved on with their lives, y'all. I promise y'all. Those are the women that we know about. Yeah, 22 is a little young. And sir, you already perverted and you're already like sick at 22. Hell, what was you doing at 15? Damn. You just turned an adult the year before. And you already over here doing that? Like, I think it was too much. I think it was too much, you know, temptation for this guy over there at that prison. I think he had way too much temptation over there at the prison. All right. Just weird. This weird energy, everybody. Very weird energy. Okay. I had already read about the story, and then my girl Naida, she's not here tonight, but Naida hit me up and was talking to me about this. And she was telling me, she said, Tyesse, I don't know how to have this conversation. I said, well, I'm going to talk about it tonight because I had saw the story before Naida even called me. I had saw it, and I said, I want to talk about it tonight. Our number one story. And I said, I told Naida, as an African-American gay man, I have to, you know, be honest and truthful. But I understand as a biological female, I understand she may have apprehension because, you know, you say the wrong thing. Oh, okay. You say the wrong thing and somebody gonna label you homophobic or transphobic. So I understand what she searching for that nuance, as she said. It's kind of hard sometimes, right? But because I am a part of the community, I may be able to let it bubble up a little further. You know what I mean? I may be able to let it bubble up a little further. And y'all know, I'll tell the truth. I don't give a damn if it's my community, somebody else's community. Yeah. All right. And so the gay community, we're not a monolith. The Black gay community, we're not a monolith. Somebody may agree, somebody may disagree with what I'm saying tonight concerning this matter, but we got to talk about this. It is the number one story tonight on Ripped from the Headlines. This is a young lady by the name of Tish. Her name is Tish Hyman. She is an entertainer. She was at the gym working out like countless Black women do all over America, right? And nothing unusual. Young woman, she's in entertainment. She's working out, doing her thing, and I think we'll just pick up the story from, you know, I'll let her tell the story and then I'll weigh in. And please be mindful, there's some language here that may be a little, all right.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightphobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because It ain't right. The way I feel right now. And don't come into my comments about he gay, he ain't looking at you. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's about a feeling, yo. Like, if you never been a little girl who been touched or been through some shit, you won't understand that feeling. And you've never been a little girl.
Okay. She was, her membership was revoked. She was kicked out of the gym. Let's take a look at that.
Go gym! Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
Okay. I did see the man. And I did see the man. I did, and it was a man. You know, this was not, in my opinion, it was not a transgender person. It wasn't even you know, sometimes you can have people that are early in the stage of transitioning. Child, that just looked like somebody, a man that was in the, I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Yeah, that wasn't a trans person, in my opinion. The thing that nowadays that you do have now, non-binary and gender non-conforming, that's added to that. Yeah, so it's confusing to people that don't know. And we're at a place now where people don't have to match how they look. Okay, so if that makes sense, like, you don't really have to nowadays. If you're trans, you don't necessarily have to look trans, or you don't have to present. If you are a trans woman, you don't necessarily have to present as a trans woman. Now it's different. You don't have to present as a trans man either. You can just say how you identify. And so this is a tough one. No, it's not. It may be tough to others, but it's not tough for me. But the situation is, I think with Sister Tish, I think her problem is that how she went about. She was triggered. She was upset. I think she should have handled it totally different. But you can't say what you're going to do or what you will do and won't do when you're in that situation. But I think had she handled this through corporate, had she handled this, let the attendants know, let the staff know, I think her outcome would have been different. But I think in the moment she was so triggered and traumatized, that triggered something in her. So everything elevated in her, including her voice, right? That's just my opinion. To give you guys just a little brief, to give you a little brief crash course in this, the white gay community dictates a lot of the narrative and a lot of the distinctions and all of this stuff. Black gay folks do not have any agency or say so, and none of this stuff. We don't. Okay, we just get the backlash from our community and everybody else. Okay, one more time for the people. We black gay folks, we don't have we ride in the back of the train. The white gays drive the train, and then we just get all the abuse, you know, that everybody throws at everybody, you know. But they dictate the conversation, they dictate the language, they dictate everything. Are you with me so far? Yeah, are you with me so far? Let me know if you're with me. I want y'all to be with me. We're gonna walk through this. Okay. How many DC, are you with me? Okay, we don't run anything, black gays. We don't want any of these, you know, HRC, the Human Rights Campaign, GLAAD. These are usually white ran organizations. Sometimes they'll prop a black person up very, quickly, and then they're gone. Okay. That's not cool at all. Oh, it's just the way it is. It's the same way it is in regular life with black folks and white folks. Same thing. Okay. So there is a situation where a lot of people in the LGBTQ community know that they can get away with certain things based on the fear of lawsuits and cancelization. Okay. They know, a lot of people know that I can get away with something based on people don't want to be sued, people don't want to be canceled, so they push the envelope a lot further, right? They push the envelope a lot further. I think that this woman, although she is also LGBTQ, I think she is well within her right to have a safe space for her to dress and undress in a locker room. Somebody that appears to be a whole man, but just slightly giving some type of illusion. Like, we know that there are people, we just had a case recently where a man dressed up as a woman to go in the bathroom and take pictures of people. So that happens. A lot of people do that. Literally dress up like women to go in the bathroom. And I'm not talking about trans people. I'm talking about biological men dressed up as women to go into these spaces just to do nefarious things, right? I felt her heart. She's right. She should not be violated in any way. Yeah, it would be different if she were. I'm just gonna wait for y'all. Yeah. Yeah. So this is not really complicated. It's not. It's not really complicated. People that already are transphobic, already homophobic, already have issues with the gay community, they will use this and they're going to do their talking points, whether I say anything or not. So that's neither here nor there. Yeah. I'm waiting for these comments to come up behind the emoji thing so I can see what y'all are saying. I felt her heart, and she's right. Yeah. And she was a little upset. And black people are not allowed to be angry. Black women are not allowed to be angry. Black men are not allowed to be angry or frustrated or disgruntled. You're seen as creating a disturbance. But like I said, sometimes you have to take a beat, breathe, and you have to take another route so that you can get the right ending to what you need done, right? Yeah. All right. Why is this thing stuck? Okay, hold on. There we go. It would be different if she were white. If the lesbian woman was white, would it be different? I think if she was white and she was yelling and doing what she did, she might still get banned. I think she might still get thrown out because, you can be upset, but, it's like you're doing a lot right now. You're upset. I get it. No one's taking your upset away from you, but all the screaming and disturbing and stuff, like, yeah, I can see anybody being banned. She was well within her right to be upset, but because of the stigma, she is being painted as an angry. Yeah, the angry black woman, angry black man, label is used every day. And that's why so many people learn how to code switch in corporate environments. There is a segment that hijacks all things trans to push their fringe agendas. Weirdos trans, I know, just want to live their life and not impose. Okay. I just want to live their life and not impose on anybody. Well, yeah. I think I understand what you're saying. But you could reframe the weirdos, even if they are weirdos. Just kind of reframe that because that can be taken another way, Harold. I understand what you're saying, but sometimes that can be taken a little differently. But there are people that are strange, they're a little strange, and they hijack the trans community, they hijack all communities, all the LGBTQ. And so I'm going to use the word strange or peculiar, right? And so there are people that are registered sex offenders that are not even LGBTQ that use those type of opportunities to do crazy things, right? And nasty things like that. They're not even gay, but they want to go in a women's locker room, so they pretend to be something so that they can go and do what they need to do. A friend of mine who happens to be trans says that in an analogy, black gay men are in the back of the train and trans are in the back of the train with the luggage. She did right. She did your right. You don't get to dictate. Okay. Yeah. I just, we're all on this train and they're driving it. And then, we get double. We get hatred from our own community. And then we get hatred from the mainstream community. So it's crazy, y'all. Just imagine if she went into a men's locker room. I wonder what actions. Yeah. There's so many different opportunities to look at this in different ways, Bill. Yeah. What if this was the other way around? What if this was the other way around? Eccentric, yeah, eccentric, whatever you want to call it. I think that all of these things like this are opportunities for conversations to be had, but people are not even in a space to hear each other anymore, especially when it comes to sexuality. So this will be a great opportunity for people to talk to each other about some things. Now, historically, there has been great division amongst lesbians and gay men, lesbians and trans women. That's historic. That goes back to Stonewall. And so lesbian women are not particularly bosom buddies with gay men, and they're not bosom buddies with trans people either. And so that's just internal strife that's been going on before I was even born, right? Yeah. But this is not a real difficult thing to dissect. It's just that this woman who happens to be lesbian has the right to be in the bathroom and not be accosted by somebody that appears to be cosplaying as a trans person, right? However, she has to be mindful, if you're African American or you're Black, how you handle things will dictate how you handle the situation can be totally detrimental to the overall thing that you're trying to get done, if that makes sense. Because she was upset, she was irate, she was angry, and I'm not using that as an angry Black woman, because she was upset. They had an easy opportunity to say, we're going to revoke your gym membership. Revoking her gym membership doesn't mean anything. There's a gym on every corner, so she can just go to another gym, right? But who wants to go through all of that? See, this is the thing. This woman alluded to the fact that she was a victim of sexual violence or sexual exploitation, and she could have really did some things concerning some things had she not, went about it a certain way with her vocalization, because she could have really held that gym to account and made sure something like that never happened again. But sometimes you'll throw everything out the window because you're so triggered, you're so angry. But she could have did a lot, especially with corporate, and she still can. But you always want to start your conversation off with, can I explain to you what happened to me today? This is what happened. Yeah. Black results are much different from white results. Yeah. I'm sure the eccentric person giving illusions back there in the locker room is their whiteness to their. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can. Let me say this. A Black person doing that, appearing to trying to be a trans person. Yeah, they wouldn't get as far as somebody that is white doing that. Yeah. Whew, y'all, it's hard. It's hard. I understand what Naida said, because you don't want to say the wrong thing and offend anybody. I'm gay and I don't want to offend the trans community. I don't want to offend the lesbian community, and I'm a part of the community. So it's a nuanced conversation, but it's a conversation that can be had with dignity and respect for all parties involved. Mm-hmm. That was our number one story tonight. Am I done? After that, y'all, I just don't know. Am I done? I think so. We don't have our graphic for catching up with Tyesse. We do not. Okay. So we're gonna catch up with Tyesse without the graphic. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 272 likes. We just need 28 more likes, y'all. Come on. Can y'all do that for me? And can you also hit the subscribe button? And while we're at it, let's get this offering together. Let's get our support system together. All those that would like to help out tonight. There are multiple ways to give tonight. 1105 or 777, whichever works for you. 1105 or 777 9311. No, I'm just playing. 777-9311. Nephew, why you zipping your mouth? Tell us how you really feel, nephew. My sister Pam. Okay, go ahead, Pam. All right. This is why they can't stand up here. There are multiple ways to give, y'all. Multiple ways to give. 1105 or 777. 777 for Tetchinger and Tetchinger. Okay. All right. Do you see the ways to give on the screen? This is a lot to navigate, Auntie Woo. I got it. I got you. What hell say? Okay. Let me go back to my comments. This is why they can't stand us over there. We have elevated conversation about real topics. Yeah. You know they can't stand me, but it's okay. They'll get over it. They'll get over it. This is a lot. It was a lot. All I'm going to say is bless this house. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Bless this house. Yeah, I know they can't stand me. They say, oh boy, did some type of post today. Oh boy, over there in Florida. He did some type of post. Hold on, let me see what it said, Harold. Hold on. The Crown guy. Wait a minute, let me pull the post up. Let me see if he still got it up here. Okay, he said, if me praying make people mad, baby, they're about to be sick of me. I guess he's talking about me. I guess he's talking about me here. He said, if me praying make people mad, baby, they're about to be sick of me. And then the people in the comments talking about, ain't nobody mad but the devil. I ain't nobody mad if you pray. I just thought it was just really weird. That's all. Ain't nobody mad. Yeah. I didn't mean to open the door. No, you didn't open the door. I'm just looking at the comments. Looking at the. I don't know what do you mean by that. Ain't nobody mad if you praying. You're just full of shit. But I'm not. I'm not triggered by you praying. Ain't nobody mad because them prayers didn't even get off the ground, honey. So, congratulations in the words of Vesta. Okay, let me see who gave anything, y'all. Let me see if we got any donations that came in. Thank y'all so much. Let me see if we got what we needed. Honey, tonight, honey, whatever we got, we just gonna close it out because I can't be here all night. I'm tired. I'm gonna do a little small talk with y'all. Okay. Okay, what we got here? We got okay. Okay, we don't have no new donations unless the phone didn't upload. Wait a minute. I think the phone didn't update. So that's 25, 35, 45. Oh, yeah, it must have been update. Okay, let me try again. Okay. Okay, so Ty Squad, we need is the phone updating or what? Okay, so we don't have any new donations tonight. Okay, so did somebody give anything? Is my cash app shut down? Not shut down. Is it froze? Crystal gave 1105. That's it. Okay. We need $43. That's what we need tonight. $43. All right, everybody. We need $43 to reach our goal tonight. Now that should be very easy to do. I know that should be easy to do. $43. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, you did, Crystal. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Ty, you be having me fall asleep at work watching you. Well, I'm glad that I'm entertaining. Mm-hmm. You have really good taste when it comes to different colors with your glasses. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm dealing with chapped lips tonight. I don't know why my lips are chapped. Let me put this thing back up so I can deal with my lips. Mm-hmm. I feel my lips being chapped. Maybe I need to put some maybe I need to exfoliate my lips. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I see what it is. I need to exfoliate this little part right here. That's what got me messing with it. Okay. I'm very vain about my lips and moisture, y'all. Is anybody else vain about their lips and moisture? Okay. I cannot get these girls together. There they go. Okay. All right. Drink more water. Oh, baby, I drink a lot of water. I drink about a liter or two of water per day. So water is not the issue. Trust me, honey. My kidneys are well nourished. Mm-hmm. But maybe I will add a bottle or two extra to my regimen. Okay, I think I got the lips together, y'all. I think I got them together. I just like my lips to have a nice chapped lips can mean Ebola. Yes. Yes, you did. All right. Oh wow. Okay. So now we got a lot of money that has come in. Ty, the best on YouTube. You really think so, Latanya Menifee? You really think I'm the best on YouTube, or you just saying that? Or you just trying to butter me out? Okay, so we got wow, Latanya, Sarah, Bees, Callie, Anthony Lester. Thank y'all so much. So now we're just $12 away. I'm thinking about my whole look, child. Who you telling, Crystal? Okay, y'all. Let's do the small talk. The small talk. It's still over 400 people here. You're such an Aquarius. I am. Was being funny because of this. I remember. That's why I laughed at it. I remember. I knew what you were doing. I knew what you were talking about. Okay. So I watched an hour of Finding Joy by Tyler Perry. I watched an hour of Finding Joy by Tyler Perry. It started off rough, y'all. It started off rough. Okay. It started off rough. The big girl was getting on my nerves. Like in the first 10 minutes, she was so annoying. I do not like when they cast plus size women as the funny plus size girl. I loathe that character. I hate it. All the big women should not be the comedic relief. A black woman can be plus size and just be a regular black woman. Does anybody agree? Why does the big girl have to be girl? No. I loathe that character. I don't know why. I just loathe it. And so it started off kind of rough. I was almost ready to turn it off. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that Laquita at the nail shop thing. I hate that. I do. Yeah. A woman can be plus size and fully realize and also grounded in herself and her womanhood. She don't have to tell a punchline every 30 minutes. You know, it was how she went about it. She was triggered. Okay, y'all make sure y'all hit the live button when y'all come in. Make sure y'all live. Yeah. Y'all, I'm an hour in. I got like 51. It's a long movie. It's an hour and 45 minutes. I got about 51 minutes to go. You know, I kind of see where this is headed. I don't know why Tyler has this. He has this obsession with Black women in trauma, Black women in crisis, like Tyler, Lord Jesus. The movie is called Finding Joy, so I know it's going to be a good ending. Her name is Joy, and the movie is called Finding Joy. Thank y'all. We hit our goal tonight. I appreciate it. We hit our goal. Yeah, the movie is called Finding Joy, so I'm sure, hopefully, we'll get it in. But I just hate every movie that has a Black woman with all of this calamity. Like, Lord Jesus, I know you know your audience, but damn, Tyler. Why does every Black woman have to be in full-fledged breakdown? I'm enjoying the movie so far. I love a good romance, a good love story, but it's typical Tyler Perry fare, y'all. I started it, so I'm gonna finish it. Yeah, I mean, if you know Tyler, you already know what he's gonna give. You already know what he's giving y'all. I'm gonna finish it because I started it, y'all. I started it, so I'm gonna finish it. I started it, but I fell asleep, not because it was boring, but I fell asleep because I was tired. But I want to finish that up because that was good. Only problem is Kim Kardashian is wooden. She's wooden. She's like, I don't know. I think Ryan Murphy used her for a draw, but he could have got anybody. She's just so. Even when she acts, she's wooden. She's like that damn table over there. Like, girl, are you real? Are you human? Like, oh my God, Kim, you even act like that. Like when you act like you're basically yourself. Oh my God. Let me see what y'all saying here. I watched All Is Fair. You gave the pop earlier today while blessing Stephanie. I appreciate your heart for community. That got my attention. Keep being you. You are authentic and respectful, refreshing. Yeah. I did. I figured that I knew what Tyler was going to do, the resident therapist. I knew what Tyler was going to give. I knew it. Yeah. He writes Black women as either trauma or villain. Well, yeah, there's really not a lot of nuance. Let's see what my brother says here. He saw Black women in trauma and break down his whole early. Yeah, that's why you have to be careful. I was writing a script when I was in college. I've been meaning to get back to it to finish writing it, y'all. It was actually for a little TV show that I was trying to put together. I've been meaning to go back to it, but I always tell people when you're writing, you got to be careful, because if you start putting a lot of yourself into these characters, it will come across as after school special after a while. Yeah. Ooh, Kim, honey, Kim has the personality, honey, of day old dressing. I kid you not. Kim, oh my God, and that talk that they do, Crystal. Oh my God. Well, her and her sisters, the way they talk. Oh my God. Rangy. Like, girl, is your nose stopped up? Oh my God, are you serious? No. Oh my God. Oh, the way them Kardashians talk, y'all, is so annoying to me. I know you love music. Their De La Soul has a new album coming out this month. They just didn't give the exact date. Okay, De La Soul is like, they're like on the hip hop Mount Rushmore. They really are, just me, myself, and I. Oh my God, they're legendary. Yeah, I just saw a review. I thought I was the only one. And they said she just wouldn't. Like, I believe if you went like this to Kim Kardashian, it would be hard. Girl, do you just loosen up? Like, do you know how to be just yourself? I mean, if you hit Kim, it would just be hard as a brick. Yeah, I don't even think that's their real voices, Crystal. Yeah, man, that De La Soul, that was an era. That was like 88, 87, 88, 89-ish. You know, man, we'll never get that era back. To be honest, I said like 86, 86, 87, 88, 89. Yeah. Yeah, Karen White, I think Karen White came out in 88. Yeah, Karen White came, whatever year Karen White came out in, the first album with I Love the Way You Love Me. Yeah, that album. That was the year. Everything it was just golden. Kim was in that Tyler Perry movie, and that's all she wrote. Okay. I don't know how the album will be since one of the members has passed. Yeah, I believe it was Pipe Dog passed away. Yeah, he passed away. But yeah, that was a golden era. My girl, what's her name? She was out around that time. Cheryl Pepsi Riley. She was now she does a lot of work with Tyler Perry. She hasn't done anything recently, but she's done a lot of work with Tyler Perry. Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Yeah, that was around that same era. Do y'all remember Thanks for My Child by Cheryl Pepsi Riley? Well, that was her only hit. She only had one hit. Yeah, she said that second album. It was a lot going on up at that record label, y'all. Anybody remember Cheryl Pepsi Riley? Thanks for My Child. She only had one song. Thanks for My Child. Oh, that song was so sad. Man, go watch that video. That song was so sad. What's her name? Came out that same year too. My girl, Allison Williams. My Love Is So Raw. My Love Is So Raw. Who brought this up? That was Reese. Oh, Reese, you can't do this, baby. Oh no. Reese, please don't do that again. Because I go down a rabbit hole, baby. We'll be here to 3 o'clock in the morning. I think music was more original than now. It's a lot of samples going on. Well, during that era, the whole era, they were live singers at the microphone. See, you had R&B divas that stood at the microphone and sang live. And a lot of them sang with instrumentation, live instrumentation. So it's not like now everything is layered. Everybody is super produced. And so, it's a lot. Rodney Jerkins was very talented with what he did with Shantae Moore, Brandy, J-Lo. He did a lot of great songs on them. But a lot of producers, they had sounds that you knew it was Rodney Jerkins. But to me, a lot of that was very cookie cutter to me. We had producers back in the day. They would work for various artists, but they were able to keep them with their sound and make it all unique. But it was the same producer. Right now, if I hear chords, I know Rodney Jerkins chords. I know Jermaine Dupri work. I can tell you just by listening to it. But back in the day with Norman Whitfield and Curtis Mayfield and so many others, they would work with multiple artists, but they kept them all sounding different. Yeah. This is not scientific or anything, Taswa, but I think all of my girls, the unaliving, I don't want to say the death because that's so dramatic, but the unaliving of the stand at the mic singer, in my opinion, where we had women standing at the mic singing their face off, I think it all began to end, in my opinion, with Mary J. Blige's album, What's the 411? After that album came out, all of my girls started falling by the wayside. All of them. I can tell you the album and the date, everything just started going downhill. Stephanie Mills, that last album, she never did another album. She never did another album on a major label. Regina Bell, Mickey Howard, all of their work was independent after that. Yeah, Mary J. Blige, I'm telling you, when that album came out in 92, a lot of girls started falling by the wayside because it was things were changing, y'all. They had, like, Mary J. Blige, they was coming out with combat boots on with bandanas and big earrings and stuff, standing at the microphone like the ladies with big earrings, and big hair. All of that was phasing out. It was phasing out, y'all. It was phasing out. SWV, they came out with jerseys on and bandanas and stuff. It was just a different time. Things were changing. New Jack Swing was taking hold, and a lot of those singers, they were not able to do all that New Jack Swing and stuff. You say, do you disagree, Harold? Mary Jane Blige, What's the 411, came out in 1992. All of our girls subsequently all did their final albums in 93 and 94. Did. Make sure I got my date together on Mary J. Blige. Hold on. Thank you, Liz McCree, for $12. You agree? Okay. What year did Mary J. Blige, What's the 411 come out? 1992. Yeah. Whitney was the only one left. That was a problem too. That was a problem. It was a problem with Whitney, but I try not to talk about Whitney because people get sensitive. I just stay out of it. I don't discuss Whitney because I know how I feel about Aretha. So it was a problem with Whitney as well. Can I be honest with you, Sarah? It's just me and you. Ain't nobody else listening. Ain't nobody else listening, Sarah. Okay, just me and you. Everybody left. Clive Davis, they told Whitney she was not ready for that I Look to You album. Okay? They told her she wasn't ready. Vocally, she wasn't ready. Everybody told her, like, Whitney, you're not ready, girl. You're not ready. Don't go out there like that. So when she went out there to Australia and they booed her, they was booing her and asking for their money back. I mean, I don't know what that feels like for somebody like her. She wasn't ready. And then she went on Oprah and she sounded okay on Oprah, but girl, Whitney's voice was gone. I'm just being honest with you. She sounded better than most, at the time, even with a diminished range. But yeah, and so she went out there, she tried to make it work. But when they was booing her over there in Australia, and the people was coming out early and was like, oh my God, what happened? She sounds horrible. I know that was bad. I know that hit her ego hard. I can only imagine what that felt like. That's what drove her and Michael, in my opinion, deeper into a lot of their damn, addiction. I really do believe that. I think Michael was always chasing Thriller and Whitney was chasing The Bodyguard. And they were never going to redo those numbers ever again. Voice was, yeah. It sent her back to drugs. Well, yeah, she tried to go. Whitney was going to rehab. She said she went out there. She would do like 30 days. 30 days. See, you can't do 30 days with that type of addiction, right? Whitney needed inpatient. I'm talking about maybe 6, maybe even 9 months. Yeah, she was doing 30 days and leaving early and stuff. And so, yeah, dope wouldn't do nothing, just be waiting for you to come out. What was Mariah chasing? I think Mimi is really, really like, she's one of the girls that's hanging on. And of course she don't sound the same, but she's still holding on. And her voice is kind of like still there, I like Mimi. I mean, she was my girl the first 3 albums, and then of course the Emancipation of Mimi, that is a masterpiece. But Mimi I think when Mimi had them twins, it messed up her diaphragm because things were not right after she had them 2 kids. I'll tell Mimi that to her face. But she's still in the race and she still sounds decent. And then she's capitalizing off that Christmas album. Every Christmas she sells millions. So Mimi will never, and she don't even have to sing. Her publishing, her writing, she will never have to do anything else ever again in life. Alicia Keys too. They wrote all of the songs, most of the songs on their albums. They did all that writing. So that publishing catalog, that BMI, and them ASCAP checks, I can only imagine what they look like every month. She doesn't have to perform. She's really performing because she wants to perform. Mariah does not have to go out there and perform. I mean, Patty don't really have to be out there either, because Patty got greens, glory greens, macaroni and cheese. She got dressing, chicken and dumplings, pot roast. Girl like Patty, she got seasoning salt. She got bell peppers in the bottle. She got all kind of things, chitlins. She got red beans and rice, lima beans. She got her bread pudding, rice pudding. Patty do not have to be out there, but I think it keeps her young and vital. You know, she keeps her young and vital. So since you love Aretha, what did you think of that Divas album she did with all them covers? To me, she should have left that alone, one alone. No, that is the worst album. I hate that album. Out of her whole catalog. I don't know why Clive, you know, it sounds like a karaoke album, production-wise. I hate that album. I only listened to it once. I played it through. I said, oh, no. Yeah, Diva sings the classics. She, Aretha, I don't know. Clive should not have allowed her to go through that. Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, of course, she is still going to be the queen, but that album it bothers my spirit of how awful it is to be production-wise. Her voice is still her voice, but production. It sounds like she's singing in a can. Yeah. Survivor. She did a lot of songs. I mean, listen, you can do classics. A lot of R&B divas, soul divas do albums where they sing other people's songs. But it's got to be appropriate. Just don't be singing songs because you want to sing them, Aretha. Don't do that. I liked her singing Rolling in the Deep. I think it was a little perplexed for her range at the time. Now, you know, your girl, we didn't listen to any. No, she did not. Is she a smoker? Most of the singers from that era were all smokers. Yes, all of them were. Shaka still smoking. I think Patty, Gladys, they were not smokers. Diana didn't smoke either that I know of. But a lot of the singers from back in the day, they all smoked cigarettes. And Miss Patty's makeup artists and beauticians keep her. They keep her young. Patty's voice has gone through. Patty's voice is. I have to be careful because people love these people. Patty's voice is not the same. I'll say that it's just not the same. I'm a huge Tina Turner fan. Yeah, I love Tina. Now, recently, I wish I could go to that Divas concert with Patty. Yeah, I mean, it came to Atlanta, but I didn't go. I've seen all those ladies, so I know they give. Clive was the worst, of course. Dion was a smoker. Yeah, Dion was a smoker. The LA Times asked the question about Whitney. They asked her, they asked the question hypothetically, I believe. Why would anybody with that God-given gift do that to their voice? I asked the same thing about Aretha. Like, why would you smoke cigarettes? I just seen Shaka Khan smoking. Like, Shaka girl, why are you smoking them cigarettes? Them cancer sticks. Yeah, she's 81, but her voice, if she was 51, her voice is something, baby. Them high notes just don't land anymore. I don't know why Patty keeps doing them. The structure of her voice is, kind of there, but Patty, please stop doing that high note. It's not there anymore, Patty. Please. Patty. No more high notes, Patty, please. Well, Patty's 100 years old, of course. So, okay, let me explain, because I know people, that's why I don't talk about Patty's voice. I can talk about Patty's voice because I've been a fan of hers for 30, 40 years. Been listening to this lady a long time, since I was 11 years old, okay? So I don't want nobody to get offended about Patty. Patty's voice is changed because she keeps reaching these high notes. If she just sings the song and don't do the high note, she's fine. Do y'all understand that? Just sing the song. If only you knew how much I do love you. And stop. Don't be doing, don't do that, Patty. Please, don't do that. What is B Slade? Somewhere playing with that braid wig on and them filters. A lot of people don't take care of their vocal cords. Well, when you get older, your voice is gonna change regardless. She's my childhood idol, but her voice is different. Yeah. I don't know why we can't talk about voices. Why do people hear something else when we talk about voices? The white gays, when they talk about Babs, when they talk about Bette Midler, they can have conversations about Babs and Bette Midler and Cher. Y'all know Cher? Do you believe in love with the Lord? Do you believe in love with the Lord? I love Cher. You know, the white gays, they can talk about and have conversations. We black folks, what you mean by that? What you talking about? Like, girl, okay, damn, forget it. Do you believe in love with the Lord? Patty pissed me off when she did that Tina Turner tribute. Yeah, Patty, I know sometimes, they ask you for a tribute at the last minute, and sometimes you don't know. So, yeah, she was singing Purple Rain. Like, Patty, come on, you should, if you're going to agree to the tribute, at least try to get the words together. But Patty and Prince were really good friends. He produced Yo Mister for her on her Be Yourself album. Yo Mister. I still don't see how Cher got popular. Cher got popular because she's very talented. Her and Sonny, her husband, her late husband. Yeah, they're very popular. And then she became a gay icon like Donna Summer, No shade, but she gives me Betty Ransom. Stop it. Who gives you Betty Ransom? Sonny and Cher, yeah. Ross, who gives you Betty Ransom? Please don't say Patty LaBelle gives you Betty Ransom. Patty don't turn. Yeah, Patty ain't turned that down. They asked Patty to come. She's coming. Okay, y'all. I gotta go because I'm gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get in trouble. Father and Mother Time will tie that voice. That's why they invented rebrand. Yeah. Some singers, the structure of their voice is holding up very well. Like Anita Baker. Let me think of some people. Gladys, I hear is very different. Gladys is different. The fullness is gone, but her voice is holding on very well. And I think not smoking and not drinking probably plays a part in that. But the fullness of Gladys' voice is completely gone, but she still has the structure of it. Shaka Khan smokes and can still hit her high notes. I just think Shaka been smoking that stuff so long, her throat probably just coated with all that stuff, all that crack and stuff. So that's probably Shaka said she smoked dope and stuff. So I'm not saying something. I think Shaka's voice is just coated with all that stuff because she still can hear her high notes. Can't nobody talk about my Gladys. She's the same. Okay. Elvis Story kept her voice. Okay. But wants to leave Betty out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. All I know is that the ladies are still holding on. Celine Dion, other than her illness, she can still sing. Yeah, Celine. Yeah, Celine. Now you gotta leave Shaka alone. Y'all know Shaka smoked her kneecaps off. Y'all, let's not do that now. Let's not play. Now, y'all, come on now. Let's not play like we got amnesia. Y'all know Shaka was over there eating them damn Oxycontins like damn Tic Tacs, like Mentos. Let's not do that now, y'all. Let's not play dumb in the chat, everybody. Shaka Khan was over there eating them damn Oxycontins and Oxycodones like Mentos. She was chewing them. Let's not play stupid now, Ty Squad. Like when he said crack is cheap. Okay, so let me say this. I saw an interview when she tried to break down to Oprah. Oprah was playing stupid too. I don't like when people play dumb. I hate that. Oprah was trying to play dumb. She was like, what are you talking about? Rocks, crack. I mean, and then Whitney had to laugh like, Oprah, hold on, Oprah. Okay. Whitney was speaking about rock cocaine, which is not the same as, I'm not gonna get monetization. Whitney was speaking about rock, like when you rock it up, and then there's crack. which is made with something totally different. Does anybody know the difference between rock cocaine and crack? Anybody in the chat? Okay. And so Oprah was like, well, what do you mean? Well, Whitney, to be honest with you, girl, I'm going to be honest with you, Whitney. When she said it, I understood the difference she was trying to say. But, Whitney, it's all rocks, girl. I see everything. I see it all as rocks, okay? Yeah, one is like, you know, yeah, one is kind of like a different cut to it. But, girl, Whitney, you know, I see what you're saying technically, but yeah, girl, it's all rocks. You're smoking rocks. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Never participated, but I've seen. Okay, y'all got it. But then Oprah's sitting up there like, okay, now what does that mean? I can't stand people that play dumb and stupid. Oprah, I watched you from your very first show on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Oprah, okay? Oprah, you said your boyfriend in Baltimore used to make you smoke crack. Do you remember that? And then you got up there with Whitney Houston act like you didn't know what crack and what rocks were. Oh, this video not going to get monetized. I said crack one too many times. It's like collards and mustard greens, pretty much. You know, but crack is cheaper. And you know, sometimes they stretch that crack with a little baking soda. They mix it a little, you know, they cut it with a couple of different items and stuff, y'all. So, you know, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that stuff. That I don't know. I'm new in town. I just got here from Nebraska. I'll play on words. Yeah, it's all cooked and composition changes. Uh-huh. Oprah is real quiet since her houseboy, Dr. Phil, is in legal trouble. Yeah, I got to cover that. Thank you for telling me, remembering. Thank you for mentioning that. Now I can remember to cover that because I want to do a whole piece on him. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why crack sells for less. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff ain't really rocket science, you know. But at the end of the day, y'all, at the end of the day, all of our ladies survived. They all made it through. They all went through and got to the other side, you know. What happened to Miss Rachel Ray? Rachel Ray, she looks not so good. You talking about the cook Rachel Ray? I don't know the recipe in my Cat Williams voice. Okay. All you need is a glass jar, a pot, and some water, Sarah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. As we are moving through. Something going on with Rachel? Wait, let me see. I hope she ain't sickly. Hope my girl ain't got no cancer or nothing or no leukemia. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is Rachel Way sick? What's going on with Rachel Ray? How's she doing amid sick rumors? Oh my God, let me look and see what she look like. Oh, Jesus. Oh, she look like she may be on some type of steroids or something like that. Yeah, she has that look. She looks really bloated. Yeah, she may be on some type of steroids, anti-inflammatory. Yeah, I know the look. Praying for Rachel. She don't look like herself at all. Damn, Rachel. Ooh, Jesus, she look like strawberry shortcake. And cover up your fire alarm, Sarah. Cover who fire alarms? Yes, they are all hanging in there, and I'm glad to see. Yeah, Crystal. Yeah, we happy, Crystal. Yes, sis. I'm very happy too, Crystal. Yes, I'm happy, Crystal. Do you hear me? I'm happy, sis, that they're holding on. Okay, let me go over here and check this out. Hold on. Rihanna keeps I ordered some stuff from Savage Fenty, baby. They won't let me log on my phone without Savage Fenty hitting me up. Y'all check out Savage Fenty. They have a lot of nice things, underwear, and they have plus sizes. They got every size you need. Savage X Fenty. Child, you order one thing and they're gonna tear your phone up. Okay. If you're here and you're visiting for the first time, can you please hit the subscribe button? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bees, I keep singing it. Do you believe in love after life? Yeah. I love Cher. I love my girl Cher. Do you believe in love after love? Yeah. Hit that subscribe button, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know we don't use TubeBuddy over here. We like natural organic growth. So, you know, a lot of that stuff affects your live numbers. All that stuff they be adding. You see people and they numbers just growing and growing, but then live numbers don't change. You're like, girl, how's that possible? How do you have 25,000 viewers, 25,000 subscribers, and your numbers are not changing? Your live numbers, how's that possible? They be having TubeBuddy and LubeBuddy and all that stuff, y'all. You know, Lube, Jiffy Lube, and all them damn things they be adding to their channel. Mother, you just took me out. I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah, welcome new subbies. We thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on one second. We're doing really well with subscribers, and we're doing well with our watch time hours and our reviews. Yeah. So God is faithful. God is good. You know what I'm saying? Despite the haters and hateration and plots and plans and stuff. Plots and plans, we're still holding on. Yeah. Over here at the official Tyesse Report, did you cover this season's Braxtons? What is wrong with those sisters? Yeah, we talked about it in Patreon, and I just talked about it tonight. Earlier in the evening, it was a part of. We talked about it last night in Patreon. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah, we talked about it. The Braxtons, and then we talked about it tonight. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay. That's why I'm gonna finish this movie up before I go to bed tonight. Do y'all hear me? I'm gonna finish up Tyler Perry's Finding Joy. I'm just so sick of black women going through hell on earth, y'all. We're tired. I'm tired of it. God's grace is sufficient. Yeah, you can roll it back, Crystal, and catch it from the beginning. It was part of the Black Hollywood Report. Child, I'm supposed to do a what's it called? Oh wow. I'm supposed to do a what's it doodle. What is it called? I don't have it anymore. Late viewer recap. Child, we'll do it next Wednesday. I'm supposed to do a late viewer recap, Ty Squad. Yeah. Who got to go to work in the morning? How many Ty Squad members are going to work in the morning? How many have the day off? Talk to me, Ty Squad. He gets on my nerves. Everything, makes us is so downtrodden. Yeah, I mean, Tyler just has a system, and that's what he does. I'm low-key used to it. Child, what is this? Somebody done sent me Harold. Wait. Harold, are you still here? I think Harold is still here. Harold, check your phone. Check your messages. Baby, listen. Atlanta is not a real place. I cannot. Wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on one second. I gotta find Harold. Harold, look at your phone. Your Facebook. Look at your Facebook. I'm gonna send you something. How many of you gotta go to work in the morning? Why are you still up watching me? All 402 of you. Why are you still up? There's a spirit of don't want to go to bed because there may be some tea. Harold, check your Facebook. This time change. Yeah, this time change got me a little thrown off too. Yeah. Yeah, Harold, go to your and my nephew is Antonio still here. Antonio, I'm gonna send this to Antonio too. Okay, Antonio, child, I cannot. Okay. Well, Top Squad, what a great show. What a great show tonight, if I may say so myself. Thank everybody that gave. I appreciate the love. Um, I may do some coverage on the Gigi and Prophet Lovey. I talked to him today. We talked for quite a bit today, just encouraging him. And so, yeah, I may do something on it. I see other people are now picking up on it because, they found it on their Instagram. So yeah, I may do something. I talked to my brother today, and he is in good spirits. We talked for quite a while today, me and Prophet Lovey, and so yeah, I may cover it. I may cover it and give it a little Tyesse, give a little Tyesse action. Um, but I don't know who's advising these people. I do not. I don't know who's advising them, but baby, if I were them, I would go somewhere. I would go somewhere and I would sit down. If you're watching, baby, go somewhere. I'm telling y'all, go somewhere and sit down. Because, baby, listen, there's a bomb in Gilead, I promise you. There's a man down by the river getting sight to the blind. He's in good spirits and he's just encouraged, y'all. That's what we talked about. I just encouraged him to keep on keeping on, keep your head up. That's what I did. All right. But I would go somewhere. If it was me, I would go somewhere and sit down somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't never seen people that don't know how to understand, like, child, listen. She's back. Please go away. Yeah. I talked about it earlier. You may have missed the show. Dang, I hate I'm late. Well, we love you, Stephanie. Thank God that we were able to help you and assist you today. Were you able to get your Cash App opened up again? Well, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I feel it. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, Top Spot. I feel it coming. Mm-hmm. How my lips looking? Oh, it's they good. All right. Negative attention is attention nonetheless. Yeah. Let me see who the resident therapist is. This is a new person. Let me see who the resident therapist is, so we can welcome them. Hold on 1 second. See the resident therapist. Did y'all watch the video I sent y'all of that guy earlier today? The young man that was talking about Keith McQueen in that church. How many people watched that video? While I try to do so we can welcome the resident therapist. How many people watched that video of the young man? Did y'all see that? My God, today. Hold on. I have to wait 24 hours. It's all good though. Okay. Yeah, everybody, please switch your phones. Switch your everybody, please switch your Cash App to business. I believe that you will enjoy the message from the evangelist tonight at Convocation. Okay. Send it to me, please. I'll look at it. Yeah, send it to me. You don't mind calling folks outside. Yeah, I just like to meet you. If I don't know you, I like to meet you. I don't do the full FBI checks anymore because I don't want to scare people off. But yeah, I have to see who you are. You have your jurisdictional Kojic purple on tonight, Tyesse. I cannot. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta see who this is in the chat, so we can welcome and give them a welcome packet. We want to give you a welcome packet. The resident therapist. Your name is Tracy. Okay. How did you find us, Tracy, the resident therapist? How did you find us? How did you tell the squad why the Holy Ghost lives in Tampa now? You know what? I'm not. Don't trigger me, baby. I did a little action earlier. I can't. I can't go back down. Not right now, Seth. Nah. Please, y'all don't trigger me because that could trigger me back up. Let them people let them rest. I did a little action earlier in the broadcast. I stand on what I represent. You are entertaining and community minded. I know. We just want to say hi, Tracy. All I want to do is say hi to you, baby. Is this you right here? Okay, I think this is you, Tracy. I don't want you to think that I don't believe you're real. You know, I don't do it the way I used to do it. I used to do a whole background check on you live on the air. You came up on my feed. Good. Thank you, Tracy. Everybody, welcome Tracy. I'm on her page now. The resident therapist. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Yes, everybody that tried Stephanie's cash app because she never put it on business. You know, it may have not went through. You'll try again tomorrow, okay? Try again tomorrow. Did y'all see the video I sent y'all of the Keith McQueen man? Talk back to me. Okay. Oh, honey, this is 4 hours and 30 minutes. This is 4 hours and 30 minutes. Do you have a timestamp? 117 Holy Convocation, Wednesday evening service. Honey, this is 4 hours and 30 minutes. I need a timestamp. I wish I would. To my Koja connection, can you please? To my Koja connection, can you please send me the timestamp with the speaker you want me to hear? Yeah, I didn't see it. Okay, I'll put it in. I'll put it in the chat again. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time, y'all. Okay. Welcome, Tracy. You come in peace. You sing in love. You're already Tie Squad now. You're already Tie Squad. I want you to come back on our next live. Will you promise me that? I receive your observation of who I am. I receive it. Thank you. I'm glad you found us. Okay, Tie Squad, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Okay, we didn't did our show tonight. We got our content in. Keith, I'm not gay McQueen. He say he's not gay no more. He's been delivered and set free. His mind is satisfied. His soul is satisfied, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to find the video. Oh my God, let me find the video. What was the video? Got it. She starts around the 3 hour and 20-minute mark. Okay, got you. Candy, are you ready? Because I'm gonna need you to get this link, Candy. Candy, are you ready for this link? Candy, I did not make the spaghetti. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't make it. I ordered something from Hudson Grill. Candy, I need you to see this because this is good. This is some good stuff, y'all. This is somebody that worked over there at Powerhouse, and he emptied his upper and lower intestines too. Okay, I don't know how you didn't get this tea earlier, Candy. Where were you at, Candy? I like saying that name, Candy. Okay. Okay, when y'all go over there, can y'all do me a favor? When I drop the link, okay? Okay, this is how I want y'all to do it. When you go over there, because it drives up his engagement. When you go to when I give y'all the link, go to the link, then comment here from the Tyesse Report, okay? Y'all got it? What are we supposed to do? We go watch the video, comment here from the Tyesse Report. Put my name in the comments so he knows those views came from here. Okay? Yeah, Keith McQueen. I knew that's what it was. I knew that's what was going on. Naida. I hadn't even seen that video. Okay, when you get over there, leave a comment and put here from the Tyesse Report. That means you came there from the Tyesse Report. Tyesse Evangelist Kennedy starts at 3:08. Okay, let me see. 3:08. Okay, let me write that down. That's what she starts from. Okay, now should I watch it right now before bed? Do I need to get some anointing on me, some oil? I want to get the Holy Ghost like that guy over there in Tampa. He had the Holy Ghost all on him yesterday, y'all. Ooh, that thing was all on him, y'all. I was feeling that thing. I want to get the Holy Ghost like him, like, ooh, hallelujah. Ooh, it's on me right now. I want to get the Holy Ghost like the Tampa guy. Ooh, that thing was on him. It was running all down his leg. She would put orange hearts in the chat. No orange hearts. Just say here from the Tyesse Report, so y'all can go over there and support the young man. And the more you comment on a video, the more engagement it gets. I want to feel the Holy Ghost like that guy over there in Tampa. And it was in the chat saying, yes, Jesus, praise Jesus. Everybody in the chat was like, oh my God, you ordered tonight. Oily. Child. All right, everybody. Stop. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm ready to go to bed. We've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I've given you the best that I got. Giving you the best that I got. I bet everything on my wedding ring. Okay. Giving it to you, baby. Okay. Hey, Melanie Rose, I haven't seen you in ages, honey. How you been? All right, y'all. Let me put the link in the chat. This is going to be some good viewing before bed, y'all. I may watch it again. I just might watch it again. Okay, I'm going to put the link in the chat. And I'm going to cue my music, and we out of here. Let's do our last offering appeal. If you gave already, don't worry about it. But if you didn't give, now is the time. 777 or 1105. Okay? That's our last offering appeal of the night. All right, y'all. Okay, so we're going to cue our music now. We got the last offering appeal up. Let's cue the music, and we're out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in to Rip from the Headlines, one of your favorite new shows. Yeah. Okay, Melody, I'm going to keep you lifted in prayer. Thank you, sis. All right. That's it. That's all, folks. Good night. Love you guys. See you tomorrow for Church World News. One show tomorrow, one show only. Unless there's breaking news tomorrow. But yeah, Church World News tomorrow night. Love you guys. 8 p.m. We're going to be on time at 8 p.m. sharp. Church World News starts promptly at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. The sweetest dreams possible. Good night.